Hey everybody, it's Kaylee. I am coming to you live tonight to share with you how to combat germs, viruses, and bacteria, microorganisms, and everything that goes along with cold and flu season. There have been a ton of questions lately, especially with the impending coronavirus or novel coronavirus COVID-19 going around the world, and it's a little troubling. And right now is the time to kind of be preventative and proactive about how you go about cleaning your home. So I am going to let a couple people jump on. First, I would like you to say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Please let me know if you can hear me, if the volume's okay, if you can see me all right, because I will be showing you different types of disinfectants, what they're used for, and what viruses they will kill, because some disinfectants will kill some viruses and others will not kill those viruses. So you have to be very careful about what you're choosing if you know what kind of virus that you have. So if you could please let me know if you could hear me. Say hi. Don't be shy. If you have any questions during this whole thing, please let me know. It's going to be lengthy. I want to first start off by saying I am not a medical professional. I'm not a medical doctor. If you have any medical questions concerning your health, please seek the advice of your practitioner or local doctor. Sad that I have to say that, but I'm no professional medical doctor, anything like that. However, I do have a lot of experience in disinfectants, disinfecting what to do in your home, how to do it, what to use. So I would recommend you getting a pen and a piece of paper. This is going to be more of kind of points that we're going to hit, and then under each point I will give you different advice. So for example, we're going to start off with germ prevention, things that you can do to inhibit germs crossing your threshold into your home. Then we're going to go into cleaning pre and post illness, what to do before you're sick, to be preventative, to be just proactive, and what to do if you have been sick, and how and what to use on that. And then we will go through points of contact. Points of contact is kind of the most important thing of this whole discussion. It's kind of the beast of it. Please don't be shy. Please say hi so I know that you can hear me. Then it's going to go down to how and what to clean, types of disinfectants, what to look for, what to use, what not to use. Kind of talk about how long viruses live on certain surfaces, bedding, hard surfaces, and an indoor environment. So without further ado, we're just kind of going to go over this. It's essentially how to properly clean your house in lieu of flu and cold season. The biggest thing I think to start off with is to start at your front door and work our way in. So there are things that you can do outside of your home to help prevent germs coming into your house and coming into your threshold. I can't see if you're commenting, so if you have any questions, I'll have to answer them later. The biggest thing, as the CDC and the WHO and everybody has been talking about, is washing your hands and sanitizing them. When you're washing your hands, you want to wash them for at least 20 seconds. In another way, you can wash them for 20 seconds or sing happy birthday twice. That's one way to prevent germs. Other way is to use hand sanitizer. However, when you're using that hand sanitizer, you're going to want to make sure that the hand sanitizer you are using has 60% or more alcohol. And I thought I brought some in. So you can just look on the front and it'll let you know how the percentage of alcohol it's in the back. This is an ethyl alcohol. It's at 63%, so this is really good. Other things that you can do, or what you can start doing, and this is going to seem kind of overboard, but I think you can't be too safe just kind of with everything going on right now. I would set up a sanitizing station in your home at your front door. This means for yourself, your hubby, your wife, your kids, especially kids, because let's be honest, they're super cute, but they are super gross. They like to spread things. So I would start with a hand sanitizing station, or a station for sanitization. So what you can have is hand sanitizer, Lysol spray, and Lysol wipes is what I would recommend. Now, I would not use anything with bleach in your sanitizing station. I cannot say that word. Only because if you're going to be sanitizing your shoes and your backpack and everything like that, you're going to be, if you use bleach, it's going to turn it a different color. So just don't do it. You can use Lysol. Lysol's bleach free, and it'll kill those viruses. Now, I will say, yes, I'm very pro natural, you know, cleaning formulas, etc. However, kind of with the coronavirus going around, you can't be too safe. So set up a sanitization station. When you first get in your house, take your shoes off. Your shoes harbor so much germs and microorganisms. It's unbelievable. So take your shoes off, take your backpack off, your coat. And the first thing you're going to do is sanitize your hands when you get home. Then you can Lysol wipe your shoes. I would do the outsides and the sides and the bottoms. I would also do a quick spritz on your backpack, your purse, whatever it is that you carry with you, with Lysol spray. And then I would also spray, you know, the kids' backpacks or lunch boxes or what have you. So if you're just jumping on, hi, thanks for joining. And then that way you're kind of just killing any germs that are going to cross your threshold into your home and get kind of a head start on that. So I think it's really good to have a sanitizing station at your front door. Again, hand sanitizer, Lysol spray and Lysol wipes. Take your shoes off, your coat, your backpack. Hey, Rada, thank you for saying something. Everyone's like hopping on and not saying anything. Can you hear me okay? Anything that you've had with you in the outside world that you're bringing in, just sanitize it. The other thing that I would do after you've washed your hands and the items that you have, just leave those at the front door if you can. There's really no reason for it to come inside unless you need to go through the backpack, which I would, again, Lysol spray. And then the other thing we've been implementing is changing clothes. It's really easy. For me, I need to, because after I've been cleaning houses all day, I just come home, and that's just an automatic thing that I tend to do. I go home, take those clothes off, put them in the dirty laundry, and then I put a nice fresh set of clothes on. So yeah, that's kind of the start of it. It's germ prevention. So just be super proactive outside of the home and be proactive on, I call it the threshold of the home. So that's kind of a way to combat the germs before they even come into the house. Now let's talk about cleaning pre and post illness. What I mean by this is being proactive in cleaning your areas, that have points of contact. I'm going to go through different areas of your home and what those points of contact are. I would get a pen and paper out right now if you can, just because there is so much, like this is the bulk of it. Points of contact, things we touch constantly and don't think about. Even if we wash our hands, these are going to be hot spots for germs, like the coronavirus, norovirus, flu, staph, anything like that. This is where these things are going to live. So the points of contact within the home are so important. You are going to, of course, want to use a disinfectant. A disinfectant is a cleaner that kills the microorganism, or it inactivates it. The difference between disinfectants and just plain cleaners will clean your dirt, grime, grease, etc. Yeah, one of the hot spots is light switches. Okay, so I hope you guys have a pen and paper. These are hot spots within your house that you need to be cleaning. Unfortunately, during cold and flu season, I'd say on a daily basis. I know it's hard. I know we've got things going on, but you can never be too safe. Now, in the summertime when you can air stuff out, I don't think it's as important. I would obviously at least once a week, but these are your hot spots within your home. First and foremost, your phone, both cellular and your house phone. These harbor nasty germs. So with your cell phone, you obviously kind of have to be careful what you use on it. I wouldn't spray it and I wouldn't saturate it with any type of, getting it real wet or anything. So what I would use is a spray or I would use Lysol wipes and just wipe your phone down and wipe your home phone down, all the buttons and everything. I'd say that's probably one of the hottest spots that you can have. So home phone and cell phone. Then let's talk about answering machines. You get home, you have a home phone, you need to check your messages, wipe that sucker down. Just do it. Other hot spots are side tables or end tables for your couch, where perhaps you blow your nose, you put a dirty Kleenex on it, you had some food, you leftover dishes, you're touching stuff, you've got remotes, clean your side tables and your nightstands. Those are also hot spots. Okay, we're just going to keep going. Other hot spots include Your TV, if you have to push buttons on your TV, I would just wipe those buttons down. Your computer, keyboard, laptop, whatever it is that you have, that is a hot spot. Yes, definitely nasty, Retta. Nintendos for the kids, if they play Nintendo a lot, you know, kids, like I said, I love them to death, but they're like little walking petri dishes. Nintendo's, remotes, just anything you're going to touch, door handles, door locks, your keys into your home, stair rails and banisters, because a lot of times we grab onto stair rails or banisters when we're going up or down them. That's another good hot spot. And again, these are all items within the home that I call points of contact, which if you just have a nice little Lysol wipe, you can just go and wipe these down real quick. I would make a list of it and just go through your house and just do it once a day. Toys are huge. Obviously, toys that the kids don't play with, I wouldn't worry about as much. But the toys that they're constantly playing with, if they can have some kind of moisture on them, I would wipe those down or spray them, just depending on the toy. Light switches, obviously, and handles. Handles throughout the home, handles being on drawers and cabinets, and your fridge. The handles to your fridge, they can get really nasty. The handles to your microwave can get really nasty. Cabinets, dishwasher, if you've got a handle on your dishwasher, and then it goes into buttons on those things. So buttons on your fridge, buttons on your microwave, buttons on your dishwasher, your stove, just areas of points of contact. They're going to be hotbeds of nasty germs. That's kind of within the home. Now, as far as bathrooms go, bathrooms are kind of germ's favorite place to live. So in there, I would do faucets. I would do your toilet handle, your toilet flush handle. If you've got brushes, you brush your hair, hair tools, curlers, blow dryers. These are just all things that we touch constantly. And obviously with the bathroom, I'd be more, getting in there and doing that. Now, as far as like if you have a desk at an office or your desk at your home, this can also harbor tons of stuff. I would wipe down your drawers and your knobs on your drawers. Sorry, I've got a list. You guys, I've made like 5 pages of notes. So I just had to gather my thoughts. So in your desks or at your workspace, I would do drawers, your phone, keypad to the phone, answering machine, all the above. Lights, light switches. If you've got like a lamp that you turn on and off, I would wipe that down. Your keyboard, your computer, your hard drive, anything that you're going to touch, pens and pencils, stuff like that. So in your workspace, that's another place that I would be very proactive in wiping your hot spots or points of contact down. We'll call them points of contact. In your car, you can also be proactive in your car. We're in our car all the time. If you think about it, you go to the bank, you make transfers with people and money, you go get something to eat, you go to Family Dollar, you go to City Market, whatever it may be, you have a chance to pick up whatever's in that public space and bring it into your car, which then brings it into your home. So again, this is kind of like over the top crazy, but right now I think it's just really smart to be not live in fear, but just be using common sense. So for your car, I would wipe down your door handle, inside and outside. I would do your steering wheel. I call it the motherboard, but it's kind of like all your controls, where your radio is and all of that stuff. You can wipe that down real quick. Your shifter, blinkers, center console. I mean, just kind of give it a little good wipe down. And again, I would have just a thing of Lysol wipes in my car and at the house. It just makes it really easy. Oh yes, gas pumps. Gas pumps are disgusting. Things that you can do outside of the home when you're in public is wiping down carts. Grocery carts are huge. And even just if you go to the grocery store and you come home and you're bringing food home, just make sure that you're handling it correctly. Because obviously there's a lot of things that you can contract. Is that the right word? Contract, whatever. There's things that you can get in public and bring them home. So these are all points of contact. If you would like me to make a list, because this is super in-depth, I can do that for you. And then maybe like what we do is we kind of just follow the list and we go and we hit those things real quick. And then that way you're just, being super proactive. How and what to clean and how to clean it. Like I said, a lot of these things, these points of contact, are easy to clean. Just wipe them down real quick with a Lysol wipe. You're good to go. Now, you're going to want to use disinfectant, and I cannot stress that enough, because sure, you've got a great cleaner, but if you don't have a disinfectant, it's just, it's not going to kill whatever is on there. It might kill the dirt and grime, but you're not going to, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. It's just not going to kill what you want killed. So you got to be very careful about that. Now, when you're using the disinfectant and you're cleaning your home, say you've been sick, open your windows. Even if it's nasty, I know that we got to pay for the heating bill. Open those windows and get the air out, because you're going to get all the sickness air out, the stale air out. And also, if you're using caustic chemicals like bleach or what have you, it's good to have your windows open anyway. I would start by cleaning 3 separate areas in the house, or 2 separate areas in the house that are most important: kitchens and bathrooms. In your kitchen, you're just going to do all your points of contact that we previously spoke about, and you're going to do all the surfaces, kitchen countertops, tabletops, etc. When spraying your disinfectant, if you're using a disinfectant spray, I would leave that to work for 5 to 10 minutes. You can't just spray it and wipe it off. It's not going to work, because what the disinfectant does is, whether it be antimicrobial, if it's for a microorganism, it's going to kill that microorganism if it's bacteria. And if it's a virus, it's going to inactivate the virus. So you have to give it time to work on those viruses and germs. After you've let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and you can go ahead and start wiping down all the points of contact that we previously talked about, and you can clean those surfaces. The next place I would go is bathrooms. Clean your bathrooms, same thing. You're going to want to let your disinfectant sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Hit all those points of contacts: faucet, bathroom, toilet, all of it. It's just nasty. And I know this is a lot, and I know this is kind of like monotonous, but it's just really important. Then, if you've been sick, it's really important to think about the things that you're not going to think of right off the bat. So stuff like coats that you may have worn while you were sick, towels, rags, anything that you've used in the bathroom, placemats or bathroom mats. You're going to want to wash it all. Robes, clothes, anything that you can think about that has had contact with you while you were sick, put it on a hot rinse cycle in your washer. And you can also add a disinfectant to that, and we'll talk about that later. If you've been sick with, yes, toothbrushes, post-sickness, you can put your toothbrush in, what can you put it in? I forgot. Hydrogen peroxide for at least 30 minutes. Or I would, if you can, if it's like a Sonicare where you have to plug it in and it's expensive, you can put it in hydrogen peroxide for at least 30 minutes. Or go in the dishwasher, or you can just toss them. When I'm sick, I don't use a fancy toothbrush. I just toss them. No use in using them again, because they harbor nasty stuff. Bedding is super important to wash after sickness. I call it post-illness, whatever you want to call it. You need to strip your bed completely of everything that's been in there. If you're like me and you have a comfy, soft, like micro suede blanket, throw that sucker in there. All of it. Mattress protector, all of it. Then let your mattress breathe. Let it breathe as long as you can. I'd recommend at least an hour, and I would spray it with some kind of disinfectant. I prefer not to use caustic chemicals on my mattress, so I do a mixture of 1 part tea tree oil and then the rest water. And don't make it damp, just do a quick spritz over the top of your mattress, and it just helps kill whatever is still living on there. And again, with the bedding, you're going to want to put it on a super hot cycle if your sheets allow it, and use a disinfectant, which we'll kind of hit upon later. Let's see. Other things that you might not think about: trash cans. Trash cans are huge, especially even if you have a upper respiratory type of illness going on. You're going to want to use a disinfectant, on your trash can, and especially if you've been puking in it. So clean out your trash cans, disinfect them. and gather all the trash that you've had during your sickness, whether it be whatever you've eaten during that time, or whether it be Kleenexes and stuff that you've used during your sickness. Just go around and grab those. All while doing this, the first thing that I should have thought of is, of course, wear gloves. Please wear gloves while you're doing this. All of it. Just do it, because if you don't, oof. There are obviously airborne ailments that you can worry about too. You can use air purifiers if you want to. You can get those on Amazon. I like to use diffusers with oils in them. That's just a personal preference. I use either doTERRA, Young Living, and I do the immunity blends. And I kind of just run those for any airborne things going around. And you can also do the Lysol spray. I like to use that the least amount as possible, just spraying that stuff all over the place. So what are disinfectants and what's the differences in cleaners? So disinfectants are antimicrobial, and they're designed, as I've said before, to inactivate the organism or to destroy microorganisms and spores. So it depends. If it's a virus, it's going to inactivate it. If it's a microorganism or a spore or an allergy of some kind, it'll kill it. There's three differences in cleaning. There's routine cleaning, there's sanitizing, and then there's disinfecting. We're talking about disinfecting. Differences being routine cleaning with detergent or soap or just a all-day cleaner that isn't a disinfectant. It's going to get rid of like stains and dirts and grime, but it's not going to kill your germs. Sanitizing, it can kill some germs. And in sanitizing, you can use things kind of like vinegar, hydrogen peroxide, and they'll kill some of the germs. But unfortunately, in some of these cases, you're going to have to use kind of like very heavy chemicals. Ugh, I don't like them. But disinfecting is cleaning the germs and killing them on the surfaces that you use. Oh gosh, Deanna, I'm sure. I'm sure. I've been disinfecting everything. When you're trying to select a disinfectant, this is kind of a big one. There's some things that you need to consider, and this is what we're going to go into next. Is the thing that you're going after an inactivated organic matter. So for example, norovirus or stomach flu, you have to be very careful of what you use. Usually it's Lysol and bleach. That's about all that kills norovirus. Now stuff like, your common cold, E. coli, things like that, you can use other cleaners. And you need to make sure if the disinfectant is affected by hard water. Hard water tends to get in the way. It's a whole molecular level I can't explain, but of all the research I've done, you've got to also take that into consideration. If you're on a well, you probably have hard water. Is it corrosive? Bleach can be very caustic and corrosive, so you have to be very careful where you're using bleach. I think that's kind of common sense, I would hope. So I would do a ton of research before you're going to use a disinfectant. And if you kind of know what's going on, if it's like strep or what have you, and you can use other types of disinfectants outside of bleach, I would. I don't prefer bleach. I really don't care for it. It's really corrosive, it's caustic, and it can be an eye, lung, type of irritant. And that goes into the next thing. Is it a skin, eye, or respiratory irritant? Usually they are, especially when it comes to things like trying to kill coronavirus and norovirus and flu and staph and stuff like that. Now let's talk about the different kinds of disinfectants that you can find, what to use, how to use them, etc. Let me find my other page. So when looking for a disinfectant, you kind of have to take into consideration what's going on, A, in your home, B, what you're willing to kind of honestly expose yourself to, and just kind of go from there. You're going to want to look for, the first thing you're going to want to look for on any label is disinfectant spray or disinfectant, or it might say antimicrobial or antibacterial. But obviously bacteria is living and viruses are not. And again, with a disinfectant, it is inactivating the virus. It's not killing it. So Okay, so the different kinds of disinfectants that you can find at your store. Well, depends. I don't know. If you need toilet paper and Lysol, good luck. These are just left over from my pantry. Don't come to my house. And if you want some, this is $90 for this. So anyways, so bleach, number one, obviously. It depends on what you're using the bleach for. If you're using it for, you know, bedding, etc., you need to follow the instructions. Hey, buddy, can you go for just a second? Where's Daddy? Sorry, my son's in here. Can I help you? What's up?
I just want to give you a good night hug.
Oh, okay. Jane wants to give me a good night hug. Hang on, sorry. Hey, I love you. You want to say hi?
Hi, bye.
Say hi, everybody. Little dude's not feeling hot today either, huh? Yeah, not good. Alrighty. Good night, I love you. All right, I'll see you later, okay?
Okay.
Mwah. So bleach. Bleach is obviously something that you want to use. If you're using it as a spray, you can use a three-quarter cup for a gallon. And you can just get this anywhere, really. Well, maybe. Depends. Rada says, hey, bud. He said, the next thing, which I'm okay with during cold and flu season, Lysol wipes, spray, and cleaner. I don't have the cleaner. And again, if you're lucky, you can find these at your local store. But anymore, I don't know. 2 words Amazon, 1 word Amazon. Oh, so these are also disinfectants. And if you look on it, it says disinfecting wipes, disinfecting spray. So again, you're looking for disinfectants and antimicrobials. Vinegar, vinegar is kind of a hot topic. I think vinegar is great for a lot of things. I use it for a lot of things. White vinegar especially. It depends on what kind of virus or what's going on in your home. This will not kill stomach flu, and this will not kill norovirus. You have to use bleach or Lysol, unfortunately. But you can use a vinegar and Dawn soap, which is an antimicrobial. So if I don't use Dawn because I use Melaleuca, but it's the same thing. It's going to kill it. So you can do, I think it's 1 teaspoon of Dawn per half a cup of vinegar, and then the rest water. Then the next one that you can use is a peroxide or hydrogen peroxide mix with Dawn. And then you've got 2 antimicrobials. Again, that's not super great with norovirus, or at least with the research that I've done, they don't say it's super effective. Let's see. Now when I was talking about putting a disinfectant into your laundry, Lysol makes a disinfectant additive for your washer. I've used it. I think it's great. So if you've like had the flu or whatever and you're sweating profusely into your bedding and you want it clean, you can use the Lysol disinfectant. Sorry if I sound a little froggy. I'm also getting over sickness. Soluguard. Soluguard is through Melaleuca. Soluguard is wonderful. Now I cannot say or claim that Soluguard kills the coronavirus because I do not know. But it is very effective. It kills 99.9% of germs, and it is an all-natural concentrate. I obviously am pro Melaleuca. It's got citric acid, thymol, presented as a component of thyme oil and other ingredients. So it's super great for killing things. And I was also going to share that it disinfects against salmonella, strep, methicillin-resistant staphylococci, MRSA, influenza A and B, poliovirus, rhinovirus, type 37, rotavirus, and influenza or swine flu. So this probably would do okay with corona, but again, I cannot claim that it does. I love this stuff. If you're wanting a more natural approach to it, this is super great. The other things that you can use are isopropyl alcohol. You're going to want to make sure that they're 90% or higher rated with the alcohol. And that's something that you can use for cleaning. You need to be careful with it because it can be an irritant skin, eye, and breathing irritant. And you'd have to make a mixture, which I don't know how you make. And then, last but not least, you can use tea tree essential oil. And that's also an antimicrobial, and it actually works really great. Now, as far as what viruses they kill specifically, as far as like bleach, I think you're pretty good with it all. And sometimes you just have to use this stuff, unfortunately. So again, the points that we covered today are a lot. Let's go over, let's see. All my papers, I got stuff everywhere. So hot topics of the night are germ prevention. So we're going to kind of just, you know, little bookmarks here. Germ prevention's huge. What you do on the outside of your home is really going to dictate what happens on the inside of your home. So just be proactive, like I said. Points of contact in your office, being out in public, your car, gas pumps, cash. If you guys know of a way to disinfect cash, let me know. I don't know if you can spray it or if that's just being like borderline crazy. But that's nasty. I mean, they're nasty. Your wallet, your purse, etc. So germ prevention is huge. Making sure that any hand sanitizer that you're using is 60% alcohol or more, or it's not really going to kill whatever's going around. And again, I think that hand sanitizer is great and it's really convenient, but I think the best thing is washing your hands. And again, washing your hands, you're going to want to wash them for at least 20 seconds or 2 happy birthdays. And then again, having a sanitization station at your front door. So Lysol wipes, Lysol spray, and hand sanitizer. Taking off your shoes, your coat, your backpack, your purse, and your shoes, sanitizing them with Lysol wipes on the outside and the bottoms, and just kind of leaving everything at the front door. It really doesn't need to come into the home. And I think just taking your shoes off is huge. And then cleaning the hot spots, points of contact. If you guys would like a list of the points of contact that I kind of went through, I can do that. I'm not going to do it again because it's a ton. But like points of contact within your kitchen, your home, your bathrooms, your workspace, your car, what to do out in public. I would be more than happy to share that if you'd like it. And then how and what to clean using disinfectant. Opening your windows while you are disinfecting. 1 for stale air to get out, and then 2 for caustic chemicals and breathing and inhalation. And then just going through and picking up all those spots of things that you don't think about. And then the types of disinfectants that we went through, what they are used for, what they're good for, and then, yeah, just kind of coming up with a routine. And I think having a list, even just on your fridge, going, oh crap, let's go just wipe down those points of contact real quick, can make a huge difference in whether or not you're sick. Again, I don't think living in fear is helpful at all during these times. I think you just need to be smart, proactive, and doing things that you can do to help prevent the spread of viruses, flu, anything going on like that. So please share this video. If you have any questions for me, please feel free. I'm an open book. I really don't mind. I'm beginning to lose my voice a little bit again. And I'd be more than happy to share these with you on just the types of cleaners that I would recommend for these certain kinds of jobs. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Share this video. I think it's just really important to be smart about it and use common sense and not be scared, but be prepared. Not be scared, be prepared. Not be scared, be prepared. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope this was informative. It was a lot. Again, if you're going to watch this again, I would go through and get a pen and paper and go from there. All right. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.